Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, this event is coming about to the Halloween Harvest 2022. So indeed, something we're looking forward to. It's of course, this is a fantastic end of the year kind of events. Of course, there's another one. There's a Christmas, but this would be lasting from 14 October all the way to 7 November. Do remember that after the event, normally about 48 hours to clear all the jobs on hand, and there'll be no jobs regenerated. And this is a very cute icon and indeed a scary one as well. So this gives you the remaining time of the event. So generally, the event when you're playing, you need to be of level 12 and above. That's only for the newcomers, but most of you will probably be beyond that already. Already looking at this interesting map that we have here, looks like a farm, don't you think so? And do I see some pumpkins around the roads? Let's take a closer look at it. All right. So indeed, very beautiful map here. We have indeed like a wheat field, pumpkin field as well at the top right. You can see there. Then of course some farmhouses. So interesting map. Here we have a really nice infrastructure as well as the landscape. Wow, really nice. And there's a huge car park. I don't know what's that for, but nonetheless, let's see how it worked out. All right, so now very quickly we go towards the main raw materials that we go through. They are typically just two, pumpkin and harvest. All right, so pumpkin as usual will be the main raw material. We'll go through that in the finished products later on. Let's take a look at the factory products, also called the produce, that you have made in composition of the raw materials from this event, as well as some of the common items that you have, like for example saw blades. So do collect lots and lots of pumpkins, so you can start off by making lots of this jack-o'-lantern. Generally, of course, the harvest will go towards the straw. That's easy. I mean, generally, if you produce a lot of straws using your harvest, there's a sort item that's easy to produce that. And of course, with that, the straw, you add some wood to it, they make a broom out of it. So do remember, this is when you start the event itself, make sure you have produced lots of those event items, as many as possible, so when you go on later on, where you produce this more complicated kind of produce, you got to really have to rely on your straws and lantern. You can see here this deco, it basically use up two of the finished products, so just remember that. And of course, straw plus broom, likewise, both are finished products, so make sure you do up a lot of those straw and pumpkins. So it's easy to make straw, but you'll be heavily used. Here you can see again at the scarecrow, you need the straw, lantern plus nails. All right, so I'll urge you really prepare lots of straws and lantern at the first instance, so eventually you won't run out of it. And if now, before the start of the event, just prepare lots of nails, saw blades. All right, so these are the core main materials that you have, and of course wood, you can always collect them as well, but in terms of saw blade and nails, you definitely need to prepare lots of them. All right, so in the event itself, we will always be fighting for the event currency. And as usual, the event keys will allow you to claim all the trains rewards. Depends whether there's a special building. We'll check it out later on. And of course, then we have the event coins. You need to collect 1,000 of them, so you can claim that 1,000 event coins legendary train. I don't know the name right now, but we'll check it out later on through the trains. I think there will be 5 trains in total. Let's take a look. And of course, EP points, as usual, you'll find that in the ranking chart. 3 interesting characters here, the new contractors that you need to get the jobs done, so you get your event points, keys, as well as the XP points. Alright, so let's quickly move on to the rest of the information here. Alright, so very interesting character. You can see seems like a farmer and farmer's son. So alright, so the event will start as on the 18th October. Normally in this sequence, where there's 6 competition in total, 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, and followed by 2 days and 3 days. So generally that's how it works. I'll urge you to fight for the first ranking, also the first 5 ranking in the first 3 competition, because that will be the easiest prior you achieving 100% completion of the maps, because once you achieve 100% of the maps, things get tougher. Always try your best to fight for those first 3 competitions and get them done. Alright, so if you are really crossing regions, make sure you try not to do that if you could, but if unfortunately that's the case, the new region, or basically the trains will be falling into your new region fleet and not your current region. So that's what those wordings in green means. Alright, so now let's take a look at this infested GNR class common. I don't know what to say, but it doesn't really look pretty. So it's kind of scary though. Invested. So that seems like I don't know. Is it a long worm or a maggot? I don't know. All right. So again, similar design for the Epic train. This should get me strange and thinking where's the rare train, but let's quickly investigate it into that. But this invested to GE U30C is an Epic diesel. So and again, the design looks horrible. Also scary as well. Can see, is it holding a dumbbell or actually is that a loudspeaker? I don't know. So this 353 is the Epic train. Right, look, review this one. Oh, that is very plain and very disjointed from the design out view in compared to the first two trains. So it's a bit strange here. Do they run out of ideas? Let's take a look at the next legendary. This likewise is kind of out of the blue type of design, totally disjointed. Two plain ones, very plain legendary, nothing fancy as compared to this two that looks scary and has at least, though it's scary, it has certain theme to it. But unfortunately, the two legendaries doesn't have that similar flow of design. That's quite disappointing. Let's check out the last train. Definitely there'll be one rare train, I'm hoping. Let's quickly take a look. Yes, indeed, there's a CNO class M1. Again, this is terrible. It's so strange. This is Halloween event, but there isn't any efforts put into the design of the trains. This is quite disappointing. I don't know, maybe run out of time, but pushing it out this way, the train doesn't look attractive at all. So this is another rare train, but that is only for pay to win. So if you do pay to win and get the event pass, you get the train straight away. And for the rest of the rewards, you need to work hard to claim all of those. That's what the words in red means. All right. So might urge you not to pay. Just play with whatever you could and get whatever rewards you could. Free to play is always the way to go. All right. But if you indeed want to pay and you want to get faster than the rest of the people, you'll be rewarded by additional dispatches and a factory, of course. And of course, the ending words for this review is have a bountiful Halloween. All right. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.